How's it going, everyone, and welcome to the first market watch video of FIFA 19. Yes, I'm back and I'm here ready to start grinding some content. Now, before going into this video will be about the player of the month. But before going and explain this, I just want to have a little announcement that I'll be creating a Patreon alongside with my Ultimate Trader this year. So I will be announcing that pretty soon. I'm starting within the next month. So make sure to watch my videos. Make sure to stay ahead. There will be a lot of content coming to people who maybe don't know how to trade yet, who are new to the game but want to get into trading and investing game. I will try and cover as many aspects as possible, and I will try to help every single one who does watch my videos or subscribe how to trade on the game within the new FIFA 19. So guys, first of all, thank you everybody that takes themselves some seconds or minutes to watch this video. But going into this right now, we have the player of the month. Why we're talking about the player of the month? Because the season has already started and these players will potentially be in it. And I do think this year, like last year, there is a lot of potential of making a lot of profit on coins. Now, I'm making this video just to show you guys what sort of content you can expect this year. I'm going to be making a lot of marquee matchup content. I'm going to be making a lot of informal trading and investing as every year on my videos. You will get quality content if you watch my videos. There's no need to subscribe, but if you want the first hand take on specific cards that you want to buy, on being careful on when the markets could get low and all of that, to get notified first, to get some of the content before I release it over on YouTube, make sure to drop that sub when the Patreon is live. And also, boys, as well, if you guys just want to check me this year on Twitch, I think I will be streaming a little less because I don't have that much time anymore, but I swear I will be focusing more on my subs and to provide good learning process to everybody that wants to learn how to trade in this game. Now, going into the player of the month, as you guys know, last year we made a lot of coins if we invested into specific players. If you guys remember the Sanchez deal last year, he was the Chilean dude, the Chilean player who basically had two really good games, and we bought it the first game just to see what is going to happen, and all the Chilean players went up in value a lot. I believe they went up like 800 coins. I started investing in them and I waited for the community and for the people to hype him up, because people expected that he's going to be the player of the month. And for some reason, people do tend to predict which players will be needed for that specific SBC that should be dropping as the player of the month SBC. So basically, specific cards go up in value, and basically the Chilean players went up 800 coins because a lot of the community as well on Twitter, on YouTube, this is what we have foreseen and we have started in advance, prepared in advance. So we bought these cards when they were down at 200 coins of value. They went up to 800 coins. Now, I know it doesn't seem much to make like 600 coins per card, but if you bought hundreds and hundreds of these cards, you could have made a lot of coins. So basically, this is what we're looking at. We're looking at specific player of the month cards that you guys can basically invest in specific players to make profit on the hype. I always advise you to invest in the hype. The hype is right before the SBC happens, so I'm always telling you guys, invest in the hype, sell in the hype before the actual thing drops, because I do believe my estimate is between 70 and 80%. Now, these are not the accurate estimates, but I do believe that between 70 and 80% of times you would have made more profit if you would have been selling in the hype, because EA tends to drop so many curveballs that it's better to sell these cards before the actual SBC drops. Now, I'm having two of really good traders making these sort of visuals. I'm going to show you also later. The first one is from FitSpy. I will be leaving his link in the description. Make sure to drop him a follow if you want to get the if you want to be just the first to see what sort of content he drops. He drops a lot of marquee matchups as well. The other one is Nathan. I'm going to be reviewing both of them visuals, of them predictions, because they make such great content. Make sure to follow my man Nathan as well. The link will be down in the description, guys. Really, their Twitters are amazing. You need to just follow to get that first insight, first hand view on specific buys that you can make. But basically, I'm going to be covering these sort of player of the month weekly potentials every week when I will be able to do so. There's probably going to be also weeks when I won't, but basically we are going to try and see how specific cards go up. Now there's only one more game left. We need to take this as an example. From the first Foot Spy example, we can see that he included also Pogba. I'm going to tell you that I don't believe Pogba can get in unless he scores like 2 goals, 3 goals in the next game, and I don't know if that will happen. They play against Tottenham, I mean Spurs. Don't get crazy in the comments. I know I didn't pronounce that right, but yeah, basically I don't believe that they can get, like that United can get so many chances with Pogba against that game. So I would play my cards with either Richarlison, Aguero, or Mane. These are the 3 cards that I believe that could potentially be hyped up for the player of the month. Now, because Aguero is from Manchester City and they play against a pretty, like, not that strong of opponent, same Mane, same deal for him, but I do think that as it's Man City, I would have gone here right now with Aguero. I know it's really tight. People at this point, if the game was out, they wouldn't know in who to invest at this very moment. But basically, if you went with Argentinian players and if Aguero had a really great fixture in the next game, if he scored maybe 2 goals, that would have been basically that's a 100% almost, in my opinion, player of the month if Mane doesn't outperform him or something like that. If City has 3 wins, 5 goals for Aguero, there you go. We got the Argentinian players going up in value. We got the Man City players going up in value. And we got potentially, if we will get any informs from Aguero, going up in value as well. Now, keep in mind, the game will be dropping when the player of the month will be already known. So, potentially EA is just going to release it for that week or 2 until the next player of the month of September is announced. So basically what will happen, this is not the opportunity to invest in anyone unless if on the first day the player of the month does not drop. Maybe you will have some chance if you pack some of the players, maybe Man City players, and you want to, you know, you just want to play it cool, play it chill. I don't know, you pack someone from City that's really solid and high in rating. You want to keep that card. You don't want to sell it. If you know that Aguero has won the player of the month, and see what happens when EA drops the SBC, because when that happens, potentially those cards will go up in value. And if they don't, if you pack a good Man City card in the first weeks, you need to wait, because around mid-October, that's when the cards reach potentially their highest value. So whatever happens, if you pack any players from the nation or the club that is in that can link up to the player of the month SBC, I do believe you guys need to hold that one in the first week. So basically, yeah, looking at these cards right now, we will be analyzing them from week to week. We will be investing in them sooner, because there's going to be potentially, like last year, a lot of opportunities when there's going to be a card that stands out. Let's say that Kane at this point in 2 games, he scores 5 goals. That card is going to be so hyped up. The inform is going to be hyped up. It's going to be so high in value that we will be making a lot of coins on those ones. I will be guiding you through all this process. If you will be subscribing to my Discord as well, I will definitely let you guys know a bit sooner, because I can type faster than I can make videos. But of course, if you just subscribe on this channel, I'll try my best to work it through. If we go and check Nathan as well, make sure to follow my man Nathan. The link will be down in the description. We have Aguero, Mendy. He put Mendy for 3 assists. Now, this is something that I am not too keen of, because usually when Mendy, I mean not Mendy, but when there are assists, a lot of assists of a player and no goals, that's usually not a criteria to put him in the player of the month. They tend to put the player of the month who scored more goals, who played better for their teams, and of course the wins count as well, and all of that, how well the player performed in their club. We see also a rating of Aguero, which is 8.43, while the rating on Mane is 8.78. So this will be really interesting, because Mane next game should be at home and Liverpool. So basically these 2 cards, I would be torn between these 2 cards right now, but we will see what will happen in the future. Of course, this is not investing and trading yet, because the game is not out, but when it will be, let me know, boys, if you like this sort of content, if you want this in-depth analysis this every week, week in and week out, to see in which players we can invest, which players we can sell. Because let's say, as I said earlier, like if we would have invested in Kane after the first game, if he scored 2 goals and then he scored the other 3 goals, there were 5 goals in total in the second game. And if we held Kane, the inform from the first game, I would have said like, sell it right now, because you never know what happens if he gets hyped up, if he does not get to that point where people tend to look at him as the player of the month after all of the games have been played in that month. Like it happened to Sanchez last year. This is why I used him as an example. It happened to him after 2 amazing games. He wasn't picked as the player of the month and he just dropped mad in value. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments below. I'm going to be bringing a lot of other content as well on how to start trading. Of course, I'm going to do a video on how to prepare yourself within the first week with 6 years of market experience. And in 2016, when FIFA 16 was out, I also was in the top 100 in top transfer profits of the first week when the web app was only out. So I think I have a few trades up my sleeve. So make sure to drop a sub if you're new. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.